SportCast. I'm Donald.
And I'm Ariana. We have a special show for you today.
Yes, we do, Ariana. Yes, we do. Today we are interviewing Muhammad Ali and Jackie Joyner-Kersee.
Don't forget about the Magic Johnson and Satchel Paige reports as well. We will begin tonight's show with Malachi McClendon and Vanessa Fowler and their interview with Jackie Joyner-Kersee.
How come you wanted to start track?
When I was young, I thought if my legs were strong enough for dancing and jumping, maybe I'll be strong enough for running too.
What activities did you think you were better at, running or jumping?
Jumping, because I got that hyped up feeling when I jumped off the bar and landed into the sand pit.
At your first game, you lost. How did you feel?
I felt bad, but Coach Ward told me if you win a ribbon, good. If not, that's okay too.
Miss Kersee, I heard that you made your first long jump track at home. How'd you make it?
Me and my sister got a potato chip bag and went to the public park and put sand in it and brought it back and put it in the front yard.
What advice would you give to all the young female athletes who wish to be like you?
Stay fit, eat healthy.
What was the first medal you ever won running track?
Second place silver medal in the Olympics of 1984.
On your days where there is no practice, what would you do in your spare time?
I will practice the long jump and eat some food and do my homework.
Do you enjoy meeting young people and talking to them about the importance of athletics?
Yes, I enjoy inspiring young people to stay fit and healthy.
How did you feel about coming to practice every day?
It was tiring but rewarding.
Was Mr. Ward an effective coach?
Mr. Ward was effective. He always pushed me to do well in running.
Thank you for joining us today, Miss Kersee. Now back to you, Ariana and Donald.
Thank you for that very exciting interview. Now to Dejanay Turner and Alex Dixon for the next interview with Muhammad Ali.
I can already tell that's going to be an exciting interview.
Me too.
What is your birth name?
My birth name was Cassius Marcelius Clay Jr., but I changed it because I changed my religion.
What is your nickname?
My nickname, I heard three that I really liked, which was the Champ, the Greatest, and Louisville Lip.
Where were you born?
I was born January 17th, 1942.
What are your total fights?
I had 61 total fights.
Who inspired you to box in the first place?
Well, somebody stole my bike when I was a little kid, and I reported it to police, and the police told me to stop being a wimp and learn how to fight.
Who was your first title fight?
Well, my first title fight was Sonny Liston.
What year did you light the flame at the Olympics?
I lit the flame, I'll say 1996.
How many KOs did you win?
Said that question already, stupid.
How many contests?
I've never had a contest in my life.
How about draws?
Never.
Your first title fight?
Thank you for being here, Muhammad Ali.
You're welcome. Thank you.
You're welcome.
I'm gonna be Muhammad Ali. Can I have an autograph?
Man, get out of my face, sucker.
Thank you, Dejanay and Alex. That was wonderful. And now we're going to do the reports about Satchel Paige and Magic Johnson.
The first report we're going to do is the Satchel Paige report.
And here is Leo Rodarte, April Lopez, and Raul Gomez with the first report.
Satchel Paige was born in Mobile, Alabama in 1906. He had 10 brothers and sisters. He lived in a little house called a shotgun house that had 4 bedrooms. When he was 12 years old, he got caught stealing toys from stores, and a judge sent him to a school for Negro children, and he stayed there until he was 17. Satchel was 7 years old and he carried satchel bags at the train station. His father made money gardening. His mother made money washing and ironing clothes.
Satchel Paige played in the Negro Leagues. That was in the 1920s when segregation had started. Satchel Paige was about 6 feet and 3.5 inches tall and weighed 140 pounds. Most of the time when they were hungry or sleepy, they were not allowed to eat in most of the restaurants or sleep in hotels or motels. Then in 1926, he joined the Chattanooga Black Lookouts and earned $50 a month. Satchel Paige joined other teams like the Crawfords, Monarchs, and the Tigers.
Satchel Paige was very ready because Jackie Robinson was the first black MLB player before him. On July 9, 1948, he signed up with the Cleveland Indians. He was the first black pitcher in the MLB. He was the oldest rookie at 42 years old. He won 6 games and only lost once. They beat the Boston Braves in the World Series. Eventually, he retired and became the coach of the Atlanta Braves. In 1968, he really retired.
Now back to you, Ariana and Donald. Thank you.
And here's our next report about Magic Johnson.
Thank you, Donald. And I'm Big Rick reporting Magic Johnson. In his recently released book, 32 Ways to Be a Champion in Business, Irvin Magic Johnson announced his arrival as a businessman. 13 years ago, when he took part in an unusual meeting with gang members from the Bloods and the Crips. At the time, Johnson was building a movie theater in Baldwin Hills. Would the gang member be kind enough to not shoot it up, he said. I just laid down to them that I'm building this theater for Community Johnson. The former Lakers basketball standout recalled from his 17th floor office in Beverly Hills. You can't let anything happen at this movie theater because we're going to hire your cousins, your mothers, and your sons and daughters. You come up in here to shoot up the place. It might be your own relative inside.
Michael?
Irving was born in Lansing, Michigan, August 14th, 1959. He was a Los Angeles Laker basketball player in the NBA. He won MVP awards and his jersey's numbers were 33, 32, and 15. Johnson was honored one of the greatest 50 basketball players in the NBA history. Johnson was a member of the Dream Team U.S. basketball team that won the Olympics gold medals in 1992. After winning the championships for Everett High School and Michigan College, Johnson was selected first overall in 1979 NBA draft by the Lakers, he was elected in the Basketball Hall of Fame in 2002. He also played in 9 NBA Final Series, 12 All-Star games, and he was voted into 10 All-NBA first and second teams. He had a rival against Larry Bird. He has a statue of himself outside of the Staples Center.
Back to you, Donald.
Thank you, Magic. That was great.
That's all for today.
And have a very nice day.